Are we live? We definitely live and in full effect. Welcome to another rendition of Too Early for This podcast. It's your host, your moderator, the host with the most. I do not brag or boast, and I'm coming to you guys live from Ghost to Ghost. It's your boy. I'm Chris the Don One. Please feel free to hit that subscription button and the notification bell. It is free, all right? As well as share my content with your friends, family, and followers. Let's get this YouTube channel in the YouTube algorithm. Can I say algorithm? Algorithm. All right. As well as these live streams. All right. So let's get and jump into it. We got a good show, a good episode. We're going to be talking about Stunna Reese and the red light VENO. Uh, Part 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna be reacting to it and give you guys my thoughts and opinions about it, as well as The Last of Us. I know I didn't put it in the title, the header, but we're gonna be talking about that as well, and as well as some other things in the social media YouTube streets. All right. But first, without further ado, I want to give a shout out to The Dream. I suggest you guys and gals go over to her channel, subscribe to her channel. She has some very entertaining content over there. She does car reviews and car shows. Uh, and look great on the eyes, guys. I'm telling you, look great in eyes. She's got a very pretty face. She got them powder cakes. She got them pound cakes back there. I was lurking all of her videos. I've been checking her out. I also have done her the honor of, sharing her content with my friends, family, and followers. I appreciate her support on this channel as well. She mentioned me as well as she was in the comment section. And I think she has a great channel over there. So, guys, if you want an escape from the norm, go check out the Dreams YouTube channel. Um, and I want to say this. I knew the car content, uh, the car content category was massive, particularly when you got Stunna Reese, when you got a Rail to Real, when you got all of these personalities. Now even Cali Muscle is getting into the car content once again, my friend. But I didn't know how massive the car content uh industry is on YouTube. It seems like it's the hottest thing on YouTube. It's the best thing smoking. All right. And you got everybody doing car content. The Dream Sheet, of course, has car content as well as others. Um, so you know, go check her out. Please support her. She has some great content over there. And guys, like I said, she looks good. Got them pound cakes, okay? Got them Duncan Hines back there. But okay, let's get this train back on the rail, and we're gonna segue into Stunna Reese. So Stunna Reese has done, I believe, like 3 videos already of VENO. VENO is this black truck that he customized, and now he's traveling all over the states. Well, right now I think he's only traveling in Chicago as of right now, and he's doing these interviews in his van called Red Light Special or Red Light District, whatever it is. Uh, and he's done a part 1, 2, and 3. He had 2 corn stars and rapper. We can't say the P word. We're trying to keep this family friendly. But he had 2 corn star interviews and a rapper. There's one of the corn stars was thick ass Daphne, and she has a YouTube channel as well. There was collaborating, she was making content on this interview for her YouTube channel. I believe it's called Riding Shotgun. And Stunna Reese was doing his content as well. It was just a one-on-one interview about thick ass Daphne in the corn industry and moving forward in other projects that she already has in store. Then he did the second interview he did with another corn star. I have never heard of her before. No disrespect, I haven't heard of this. And the one thing I want to say is if Stunna Reese is listening, I don't think Stunna Reese is listening to my live streams, but maybe someone can get the word out. When he does these interviews, it would be nice if he had the links of these people that he's doing interviews with, either in the video or in the description. If you're interested in following them and supporting them, these adult content, models, these OnlyFans models, these Instagram models, it would have been nice if he would have done that. And but like I said, I never heard of. She brought her agent with her quote unquote agent. We'll just leave it at that. But and in the third interview, he did a rapper. She freestyled at the end. I thought it was pretty good. But that's the one concern I have with these one-on-one interviews. He doesn't really promote them in these red light VENOs, and they're pretty massive interviews. And it's just standard questioning. I mean, he doesn't dig deep. It's not no internal investigation type of situation. Just softball questions. I mean, he's not trying to grill these people, and it's helping Stunna Reese as far as the growth and development on his channel, as well as it's also helping the person that he's interviewing with the growth and development on their platforms as well. And the only real concern is, if you want to follow these people, there's no links. I mean, you have to search them, and maybe he can figure out where on the next interview to sort of kind of promote them through the video or even in the description. That's and like I said, if you're wanting a legit Barbara Walters, R.I.P. Barbara Walters anyway, if you want one of those an Oprah Winfrey one-on-one interview where he's going to ask the tough questions, okay, if you're looking for something like that, this is the VENO red light specials are not going to be that type of interview. Like I said, there's snowball questions, and basically the whole video, all three of the videos were designed to promote Stunna Reese and his van VENO, as well as his channel, as well as promoting the individuals in these interviews. It's not like you learn a whole lot from these people when they do these interviews. You get somewhat of an understanding, but they're playful type questions, they're snowball type questions. Basically, I kind of like what Stunna Reese is doing with this. He's sort of kind of stepping out of his comfort zone by doing vlogs and car reviews and custom cars and things of that nature. And he's going into another arena. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Stunna Reese, he can control this. He can be very successful in this arena as well as the other arenas he placates to, as far as doing vlogs and car reviews and things of that nature. There's some. As far as the 3 episodes go, they're very interesting, very entertaining, and I would have to give them a thumbs up. But like I said, if you're the type of person that wants someone to really do an interview, do a deep dive on that person, these red light special VENO things are not going to be your cup of tea, but I like them. I personally like them, and it's an escape from the norm what he's occasionally does on his channel. And I hope he continues to do these, just to do these interviews, these red light interviews. We'll have to wait and see, but I think they're playful and they're entertaining, and it's just escape from the norm. If you're a subscriber to Stunna Reese, I told you guys when I did my last live stream on Stunna Reese, I thought he's a good brother. I'm subscribed to his channel, and I always check out what's going on with Mr. Stunna Reese. But I think it's different. I think it's a little bit. I think it's a lot better than Top of the Mook podcast. And I'm not hating on the Top of the Mook podcast. I just think sometimes there's like dead air in Top of the Mook podcast. To be perfectly honest with you, guys, I feel like Top of the Mook podcast with Mr. Organic and Tall Guy, I think they should just cut the time down a little bit. And I really think they should, if they're gonna, I really think as far as the chemistry goes between those two guys, they work well. But I also feel like they should do some prep time away from the camera, and figure out what they're going to actually talk about on these episodes. And I like Top of the Mook podcast. Don't get it twisted or confused. It's just it's a lot of dead air and a lot of just guy talk, like two guys on the street. But with the Stunna Reese red light, the red light VENO thing, I think that's something different. And I think a lot of content providers are going to probably copy and paste what Stunna Reese is doing. Maybe, have like car type interviews. I forgot the guy who had a late night show who did car karaoke. It was like car karaoke as well as interview. He'll interview these major stars and they'll be sitting in the back of the car. I remember Nicki Minaj did it. Cardi B did it. Ice Cube and Snoop Dogg did. I forgot the guy's name. He did the late night television, but he had those segments. And I think when I watch Stunna Reese, it kind of reminds me of those situations. It's not an X and O serious. We're gonna take ourselves serious interview. It's not a deep dive. They're not exploring the person that he's interviewing. But I do like them. I think I hope Stunna Reese continues to do them, and he'll do them as long as it gets the necessary views and evolve his channel in the YouTube algorithm. All right, and he'll continue to do it. It's not a Tasha K. I got you interview. All right. It's just and I think the people that he's interviewing, he's giving them a stage and a mic where other people probably wouldn't give them. All right, because they do adult content. They're in the corn industry, and the corn industry trying to do content in the corn industry on YouTube, it's not a good mix. Particularly when you upload the video, you worked hard on this video, only to find out that YouTube demonetized it, and it's hard to make it family friendly. And the way Stunna Reese does these red light district or red light special in the VENO, it's kind of playful, it's kind of colorful. He kind of dumbs it down. He doesn't really go into talking about their OnlyFans and what they do in the corn industry. He sort of kind of alluded, but don't be heavily involved. So I like how the selection of questions Stunna Reese has for these interviews. You can tell that he's been practicing on these questions. It's not like he invites the women into the car and he just asks them questions right off the top of the dome. He's you can tell that it took him a couple of days to gather up these questions, and I think it's PC friendly. It's family friendly, and they don't do anything weird or do anything that's considered adult content. And I think Stunna Reese will continue to do that type of content as long as it gets the ratings and as long as the videos don't get demonetized. We're going to continue to see these type of episodes. We have 4 people in the building. I really do appreciate if y'all hit the like button. But basically, like I said, I like this segment that Stunna Reese is doing. I hope he continues to do it, as well as the car vlogs and the vlogs and car reviews and things of that nature. All right. But go check out, if you haven't subscribed to Stunna Reese, go subscribe to Stunna Reese. And we said in the beginning of this live stream, go check out The Dream. I think she has some great content over there. Like I said, I lurked her page. I watched just about a good chunk of her videos, and she has some excellent content. And guys, she looks good. She looks nice. That derriere is nice, and that pound cake looks good. But go check out The Dream, as well as Stunna Reese. And that's all we got to. I'm gonna move on to the next segment, and the next segment is The Last of Us. All right. So I watched The Last of Us just a couple of hours ago. First and foremost, I want to say this to HBO Max. All the other streaming services with their programming, if they say it's going to come out at a certain day, it comes out that day. It comes out as soon as that day appears, which is midnight. So you can watch that content from that date, from midnight on. Okay. But with The Last of Us, I have a real issue with HBO Max, because not only you have to wait on that particular day, you have to even wait on the time. It didn't premiere until like 9 p.m., 10 p.m. And I thought that was kind of weird, but I did watch it. I watched the first episode. To all the people that are heavily involved in the video game genre and who played The Last of Us 1 and 2, they're not going to be happy with episode 1. They didn't really stick that well to the video game. They kind of, when you look at, and I'm not going to, no spoiler alerts. I'm not going to tell you the episode, by the way. You have to go see it for yourself. But they were in and out of the storytelling from the video game genre, and they just added some bits and pieces here and there. Ellie, the young lady who's playing Ellie, a lot of video game guys are saying that that's not the perfect actress to play Ellie. They suggested other actresses that could have possibly played that character. But when I saw her in the first episode, I see why they chose her. All right. She has the makings of being very great in The Last of Us. And Joel, a lot of people wasn't I mean, they wasn't too happy with the actor who played Joel, but they begin to sort of like him, all right, before the episodes even started. And I think he played a good Joel. And they sort of what was in and out of the script of the video game genre. They didn't add. There was a lot of stuff from the video game they did not add on the television show, and I have somewhat of an idea why they didn't do that, because it would have took a lot longer to explain a lot of situations if they would have just went 1-to-1 with the video game Last of Us and just transition it over to the episode. It would have made explaining a little bit longer. And a lot of the stuff they left out, it's not like it's the end all and be all, like, oh wow, they didn't, the spores and stuff like that. They didn't, they didn't have that. I kind of like the introduction to the Last of Us episode 1. I really think the episode told a little bit more about the world. how the world got to that situation. I think the episode explained a little bit more than the video game. In the video game, in The Last of Us 1 and 2, when you play it, it sort of just happens. All right, you just wake up. This is the world we're living in. We're living in this apocalypse, filled with dead walkers that evolve into something else. And I'll be honest with you, it's just hey, we're just gonna give it to you, bam. But when you're watching the episodes, I think the storytelling, the writing is great. The direction, the directing is fine as well. The storytelling, there's you got the main story, and then you have fragments of other sub stories that's linked to the main story. A lot of people also said that I hope they don't do The Last of Us like they did The Walking Dead. As we all know, The Walking Dead was a comic book, and the Walking Dead TV series wasn't one for one like the comic book. And huge fans of The Walking Dead had their frustrations and concerns about it. Plus, it was killing off the popular characters. They didn't like that as well, and then that's why the viewership dropped in the past. I say like the past 4 seasons of The Walking Dead, and people were not feeling the direction they were going. Excuse me. So I hope I watched episode 1, and episode 1 looks like they're gonna sort of they're sticking to the video game, but not 1-to-1. And they're leaving out certain things because I feel like that's just more stuff to explain, because they really haven't explained Ellie why her blood is different from everybody. And they sort of and they talked about that in this particular episode, but they didn't go deep into details about it. And I'm pretty sure they're going to explain it through the other episodes throughout. Okay, so they didn't make it heavy about Ellie. All right, and why she's different from everyone else. Okay, like in the video game, it was all centered around Ellie, and Joel was supposed to be her protector, like a Kevin Costner to a Whitney Houston. They just met each other in this episode, and there's some other things that happen in this episode I'm not going to go into because I don't want to give up any spoilers. I suggest you guys to go check out The Last of Us. If you have HBO Max, go check. I think that's the best thing smoking on HBO Max. If you don't have HBO Max, now is a good time to buy into HBO Max. And HBO Max is slowly but surely starting to become one of those apps you have to have. It's not on the same realm as Netflix or Hulu or Disney Plus, but it's getting up there. They just need content. I told you guys, excuse me, they got the Teen Titans new season. They the first 6 seasons. They're gonna show the second half, the other 6 episodes. The first 6 episodes you can watch right now, and then later on they're gonna show the other 6 episodes at a later date. They got Black Adam. If you haven't watched it in the movie theaters, a huge. I talked about this ad nauseum on I'm Chris Don One podcast. You can search it on iTunes, Spotify, the Anchor app, wherever you get your podcast indulgement from. I talked about that, as well as what they're doing over there at DC and how they're going to do a reboot and all that stuff. All that jazz. I talked about all that stuff. But when The Last of Us, I feel like this is going to be one of those special shows that is going to really lift up HBO Max, and HBO, it's going to be like a must-have. People are going to have to subscribe to HBO Max, which, by the way, if you're also a subscriber to Paramount Plus slowly but surely is getting content as well. The Tulsa King, the Sylvester Stallone thing, that is blowing up. A lot of people love that show. and the mayor of Kingston, Jeremy Reynolds. Well, I'm gonna talk about this shortly. They're talking about, and I haven't heard this through any other media outlets, but from what I gather, allegedly, it's going to be a long rehab for Jeremy Reynolds. And they talking about possibly he's going to have to get his leg amputated. And there's some people are saying allegedly that he may retire from acting. Even if he gets his leg amputated, if that story is true, he can still continue to act. Okay. They'll get a stunt double in on running, like fast running and fighting sequences and things of that nature. He can't do his own stunts like he would like to. But it doesn't mean that that his life is over because he lost his leg. He'll still get one of those legs. And I'm pretty sure the type of money he makes, he'll get the best of the best legs. Okay, there's a lot of legs out there that does amazing things, so he can continue to still act. You don't really need legs to act. As far as him in Marvel, I haven't heard a lot of them bringing back Hawkeye. And if you look at Disney Plus, it seems like they're moving away from him and showing more of his young protege, the girl. So they're going to be focusing on her more, and he's not even in any of the phases. Now, the Avengers are in, I think it's the second to last phase. But are they going to have the old cast of the Avengers? Robert Downey Jr. There's talk about him going back as Iron Man. There's a possibility of that. But also heard rumors that allegedly Tom Cruise was going to take over as Tony Stark. So I don't know if that's true or not. I'm not sure. I know the guy who played Captain America isn't coming back. And I forgot the lady who played Black Widow. She definitely is not coming back. Batista is not coming back for Guardians of the Galaxy. So there's going to be a lot of, and then there's, Chad, rest in peace to him, Chadwick, as Black Panther. So there's, a lot of actors and actresses. Scarlett Johansson, that's her name, that's not coming back to Marvel, and they're just doing their own projects. So I don't know, if those actors are not coming back, why would you try to push for him? I think Hawkeye is done, and they just moving on. Now, as far as him continuing to roll the mayor of Kingston, that's a phenomenal show as well. It's in its second season. And I just think they're not even thinking about him as still continuing to do that series. They're more concerned about his health. Health is wealth, and he's going to have a long recovery time. A good thing for fans of Mayor Kingston. I'm a newly found fan of Mayor of the Kings. I binge watched it a couple of weeks ago, by the way. Fans of that show, they have already made the episodes, so he can literally rehab for a year, and maybe they have to take a delay in doing season 3 or work around him in season 3. And I feel like he'll be back to his old self. And, if the reports are true that they're going to have to amputate his leg, that doesn't necessarily mean he should retire from acting. A lot of people saying, well, he's going to retire from acting. I just don't see it, but it is what it is. But moving on, let's talk. I really do appreciate everyone that came in and out on this episode. I really do appreciate that. I really do appreciate the people that hit the like button, that share this content with your friends, family, and followers, and get this podcast, this YouTube channel in the YouTube algorithm. Okay, I really do appreciate anybody that's doing that. Like I said, we talk about things that's going on in the YouTube social media streets. All right. Now, I want to talk about this real fast and real quick. I really don't want to talk about it. I have done a couple of live streams, a couple of videos about it. And that's Sister T, Queen Regina, and Damn D. I feel like personally, I feel like Damn D is reacting to whatever Queen Regina and Sister T is doing or what they saying. And I just leave it alone. I have no issues, no quarrels with Damn D. I don't have no issues or no quarrels with Queen Regina and Sister T. I really don't know them personally. I listen to their videos. I watch their live streams occasionally, but I don't have a dog in the yard for any of them. Okay, and I'm not saying that to say Damn D's wrong, Queen Regina's wrong, or Sister T's wrong. But I always said this in my videos as well as my live streams. I felt like this was handled totally wrong. I do believe Sister T did start it, and Sister T had the opportunity to end this, but it just kept lingering on because it just the dynamic between Sister T and Damn D is just it's not at a good place right now. But I remember a lot of people said that, oh well, Sister T and Skinny TV, they are never going to see eye to eye, and they're never going to be friends again. They're never going to appear on each other's live stream. And I heard a lot of people said that a couple of years ago. And now, if you've been paying attention, Sister T and Mr. Skinny TV, they're doing live streams together. Okay, something that a lot of people thought that wasn't going to happen is now happening. All right, so excuse me. I say all that to say this: if Sister T can patch it up with Skinny TV, I can see her patching it up. Excuse me. I can see her patching it up with Damn D. And like I told you guys in a live stream, these guys, they're beefing. Everybody in YouTube, the content providers, everybody's beefing with everybody. Okay, everybody is talking bad about everybody else, and it lingers and lingers and lingers till finally, when something happens, either they have a change of heart or change of mind, or they're beefing with somebody else that's worse than the person they was previously beefing with, and they sort of buried the hatchet with the person they've been talking about for years to have someone in their corner, sort of say. And a lot, like I said, a lot of people thought that Sister T and Mr. Skinny was never going to do a live stream. They're never going to see eye to eye, and they do now. So the possibility of Sister T and Damn D seeing eye to eye, or maybe apologizing to one another, is possible. It's highly possible. It's not. It's doable. It's not like it can't be done. It could be done. All right. So that's all I got to say on that. Because I don't want to linger on about it. But yeah, so I'm pretty much done. This is the time where, and I'm sorry, we're gonna have another short live stream. Okay, I really do apologize. I would love to do an hour live stream, but unfortunately, there wasn't a lot going on in the social media YouTube streets. Okay, I did cover a lot of trending topics today. So as always, this is the time I take where I read the comment section, and unfortunately, nobody commented. I did have some people come in, but no one commented. All right, and it's all good in the hood if you don't want to do that. But now we'll just do little bits and bites of things that's going on in the social media YouTube streets. All right. I feel like the Dallas Cowboys, first of all, before I get into it, I first like to state I'm a huge Dallas Cowboy fan. I've been a Dallas Cowboys fan since birth, all right? And I've been there through the good times, and I have been there through the bad times. And I'm kind of scared about this game with the Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like I said, I'm a huge Dallas Cowboy fan. All right. Been a fan since birth. Been supporting my Dallas Cowboys. Been there through the thick and the thin, through the ups and the downs. But I do feel like this game, they're going to lay an egg. They're going to lay an egg like they did last year when they played the 49ers. I am really worried, scared about the Dallas Cowboys. This could be a trap game for them. I think this is a perfect time and a perfect opportunity for the Dallas Cowboys to lay a goose egg. And this is also a perfect time and a perfect opportunity for Tom Brady to get back into the flow of things and lead this team deep into the playoffs and hopefully represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. I'm really worried about this team. I feel like this team is going to go outside of what they do well. I think the Dallas Cowboys run the ball very well. I think the Dallas Cowboys are pretty decent in defense, but I feel like this is going to be one of those games where they're going to have Dak Prescott throw 40 times. I think if you cut down the possessions of Dak Prescott, instead of him trying to make things happen by throwing the ball, and if they don't, they got two good running backs back there that they should be running more than passing. If they run more than pass, they're going to win this game hands down because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are not good at the run. That defense is set up perfectly for the Dallas Cowboys to be very highly successful. But I have my doubts and concerns. I think the coach is going to F it up. I think Jerry Jones is going to F it up. I think Dak Prescott is going to F it up. And they're going to lay a goose egg, and they're going to lose this game. They really are going to lose this game. I am scared, worried. I want my boys to win a playoff game, all right? If they win just one playoff game, it's all good in the hood for me, okay? Whatever they do after that is icing on the cake. Even if they go to the Super Bowl, it's icing on the cake, all right? Even if they lose in the Super Bowl, it's still icing on the cake. They won a handful of games in the playoffs. I'll be so happy if they do that. But I feel like the Dallas Cowboys are one and done, and they're going to be home, and you're going to start hearing things of firing the coach possibly. You know, I was on board of doing something. I said this on Just My Opinion podcast, my sports channel, and I said this last year. When Russell Wilson, when there was serious talk of Russell Wilson being traded, and the boatload of picks you're going to have to give the Seattle Seahawks to get Russell Wilson, I was on board with Russell Wilson trading Dak Prescott for Russell Wilson straight up. Now you might have to throw away some picks, okay, to sweeten the deal, but I was on board with that. And I thought Russell Wilson would be great for the Dallas Cowboys. Obviously, if they would have went through that, which another thing, it would have been hard for them to orchestrate that trade anyway. But that's neither here nor there, all right? But if they would have went through that trade, I don't even think the Dallas Cowboys would have the record that they have right now, all right? And the Seattle Seahawks will be giggling like a schoolgirl, say, we got them suckers. They took Russell Westbrook. We got Dak Prescott plus some draft picks. All right. So, excuse me. I'm kind of glad they didn't go that way, but I feel like the Dallas Cowboys are going to lay a goose egg, and this game is really scaring me. And if that happens, the Dallas Cowboys, it's going to be a long offseason for the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to have to obviously reevaluate what they're doing wrong. All right. They're going to obviously make it more of a running game. They're obviously going to have to get another running back because Ezekiel Elliott is not living up to his contract. They're going to either suggest he takes a pay cut if he want to stay with the Dallas Cowboys, or they're just going to outright cut him. I forgot the other running back's name. I think he's pretty decent, but it's obviously they're going to need another running back. Okay. But they can save some money by releasing Ezekiel Elliott. And I also feel like if they lose this game, there was expectation that Odell Beckham Jr. was going to sign with the Dallas Cowboys for a long-term deal when he comes back rehabbing his injury. If they lose this game, you can just give up on Odell Beckham Jr. I don't think, even if they give him a long-term contract, I don't think he's going to accept it, because he's in his mind, he's going to think that, well, hell, if I go to the Dallas Cowboys, it'd be almost like staying with the New York Giants. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to get my money, but we're not going to go anywhere. All right. So I think they miss out on Odell Beckham Jr. All right. So yeah, that's all I got for today. And those are my little tidbits. Like I said, there's no comments in the comment section. If something breaks in the social media, YouTube streets, of course, I'm going to do a live stream and video talking about it. But if nothing breaks, shout out to CJ So Cool. I mean, not shout out, but keep CJ So Cool in your prayers. Hope he has a speedy recovery. If you've been living on a rock, allow your boy to explain. He got shot multiple times. He's in the hospital right now. Not a lot of news concerning him in the hospital. I think ultimately he's not in critical condition. I think with rehab he's gonna be fine. But you know, I think he's going to have to reevaluate how he's working out here in these streets. All right, because there's a lot of jealous people out there. There's a lot of people out there with different things they want to do to him. He's thinking that they're fans, but a lot of people out there got false, have negative thoughts about him, and he's going to have to be careful how he maneuvers out here in the streets, because this could have easily, Jesus Christ, that dude speeding through the parking lot. I mean, he's not even doing it the right way. What the hell is going on with him? Jesus Christ, he's flying through that damn parking lot. Anyway, a lot of people are maneuvering in the wrong way. A lot of people also blaming his baby mama, or his girlfriend, because they felt like she had something to do with it. And she clearly doesn't. It's just a sad, unfortunate event. So keep him in your thoughts and prayers. Pray for that dude. Hope he has a speedy recovery. We don't need to lose any more sisters and brothers out here. Sinful to P is no longer with us. He's in a better place right now. It's just not a good look. We're losing a lot of people in these social media YouTube streets very too early. So just keep him in your thoughts and prayers, and keep his family and his family, his kids in your thoughts and prayers. But yeah, that's it. So that's all I got for today. If anything breaks major, well, anything that I'm interested in that breaks, best believe I'm gonna do a live stream or do a video about it. Go check out my I was uploading crazy last week, and go check out the content that I uploaded. I did 2 live streams and a video. I did a video on 1000 HP Media. He's no longer in these YouTube streets. Put out an APB on 1000 HP Media. Where in the hell in the Carmen San Diego are you? Okay, your whereabouts are unknown. We don't know. We haven't seen you. There's no witnesses. Nobody's got any evidence. Okay. Still, I mean, it's been a minute. It's been almost a week since he uploaded a video, and his channel's gone. His content, his channel's gone, and you know, I don't think he's creating a new channel, because I think we've already saw the new channel already. It's just not looking good. I think, and he mentioned this on one of his videos. He talked about how he was going to change his ways. He's not going to be talking about these the YouTube content creator like the Stunna Reese and the Mr. Organics, the Rail to Reels. Particularly, Rail to Real is doing a reaction on a lot of these people that do reactions on his video. I think it's very comical and funny. And ever since he's done that, he has been causing some major problems with 1000 HP Media, with Ice Cream Vlog. You know, these guys were Ice Cream Vlog was killing it with the views. But if you've been paying attention to Ice Cream Vlog's last couple of uploads, it's not doing the same magic it did a while ago. And look, when he was on his height, those videos are not reaching that height point. And before I get into what I'm about to say, I want to say this, all right? There's nothing wrong with if y'all call it exposing, all right? There's nothing wrong in creating a live stream or creating a video or creating an atmosphere to tell the truth. If you feel like there's a content provider out there that's misleading, you feel like that content creator is under false pretenses, you feel like this content provider is trying to scam, okay? If you got hardcore evidence, factual evidence that can't go either way, okay? It's only going to go one way, which build your argument. I'm cool with that, all right? If you want to do that, I'm cool with that, all right? But when it's questionable and you always interject with, here's my thought, here's my opinion, a lot of people take that information and run, and then think that's the honest to God truth. Now, I'm not a defender of Rail to Real. I'm not a defender for Mr. Organic. I'm not a defender on any of these guys. I do feel like, particularly with the Mr. Organic, that giveaway, it smelled like a scam. Okay, if it looks like a scam, walk like a scam, talk like a scam, and a damn mongoose. All right, it's probably a scam. All right, but still, people should. I feel like, and I do feel like people. I don't believe people are that dumb. All right, where they're dropping hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a car giveaway. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like the lottery. When the lottery reaches 100 million or 1 billion, do you know how lucky and what type of situations you have to fall in just to win that one ticket? So dumb that down. If 1,000 people are in a giveaway for a car, and there's a majority of them that's buying multiple tickets, what do you think your chances are in getting that car? I'm saying that to say this. I'm not saying that when Mr. Organic did his car giveaway with the Lamborghini, I do felt like it had some elements of a scam, but I really didn't have any proof nor evidence to sit up there and tell you guys it's a scam. I just can't just run with my thoughts and my opinions that, oh yeah, this is a scam. Now, if you want to say the winners were generic names, I'm cool with that as well. But if that's all you got, then you really can't be making videos and live streams saying that it's a scam. If you don't have any type of hardcore proof that proves without a shadow of a doubt that that was a scam, then why even mention it? Why even bring it up? Okay. But like I said, I like Ice Cream Vlog. I think the brother has good intentions. I don't think he's racist. I don't think he's a culture vulture. And the only problem I had with Ice Cream Vlog was he wasn't consistent back then. He's more consistent now. And I don't know if people mentioned that in his comment section or if he watched one of my videos. But I always stated Ice Cream Vlog needs to be consistent. You just can't only attack the black YouTubers. You can't just only attack them when you got other people that are YouTubers in the news. You got other influencers on social media that's doing the exact same thing. They're in court, serving time, by the way, and you don't even mention them, but they're the same skin color as you. I always tell people, be careful how your message is when it's wrapped, because people are going to have false pretenses, and then a lot of people throw in the subject, oh, he doesn't like black people because all he does is talk about black people. All right. I'm just saying, I think he needs to be more consistent and if you want to do exposure videos, that's cool, but be more consistent and just don't stick with one nationality, because that's going to, and more times than not, that's going to make you look real bad. That's going to make you really look bad, particularly when you're saying you're trying to do a good thing and you're trying to be a good provider, a good person with information, so people don't get trapped in these type of situations. I even mentioned Logan Paul months ago. I said, dude, you're not even talking about Logan Paul and his dilemmas. All right. You're not even talking about him. And he just now started talking about him like, I think a couple of weeks ago. But nevertheless, you have to be consistent. If you're this guardian, this guardian of keeping the checks and balance, checked and balanced, then you just can't just stick with one nationality and then let the other nationalities just do whatever they want to do. I'm just saying, just be a little bit consistent. And I think he has been consistent. I don't think Ice Cream Vlog, once again, I don't think Ice Cream Vlog's a racist. I don't think Ice Cream Vlog is a colorist. I don't think Ice Cream Vlog is a culture vulture. I don't, but here's the other side, the flip side to that coin. A lot of people say he's too old to do YouTube videos. Well, where does it say there's an age limit to do videos on YouTube? Why you have to be a certain age to do that type of content or just to be on YouTube? There's a lot of content providers out there that's making hellified views, making a living on YouTube, and they're older, have a bigger following than a lot of young. There's not a lot of young people with a large following base, okay? Because you have to entertain all nationalities, all genders, and all demographic age groups. You can't just cater your content around kids and then say, okay, this is also made for you guys as well. Sometimes you can limit yourself if you're saying, okay, I only want to make content for kids. But what if the kids don't show? Then what you're going to fall on the sword for? Nothing. So yeah, that's all I got down, man. We done almost went into an hour when I promised you guys 30 minutes ago this was going to be a short stream. God damn. Well, it is what it is. But I had to get on, Ice Cream Vlog and what's going on in the social media YouTube streets. Once again, support Dream the Dream. She has an excellent YouTube channel. She does car content as well. Also, I think she does modeling as well. I don't know her social media handles. I guess I could look on her YouTube channel and follow her on her other social media channel platforms. She has an excellent channel. I suggest you guys go there. And when you do go there, type in the comment section. You were sent by your boy. I'm Chris the Dom One. Okay, I'm just joking on that. But just support her as a content. Our fellow content providers, we need to support everybody. The big ones, the middle ones, the small ones. We need to support everybody if we want YouTube to flourish and thrive. Because YouTube, I feel like there's the making of an ad apocalypse. That's why they have this new terms of service that I mentioned in my live stream last week, and I think they're doing that in large portion that they still haven't gotten back those big major corporations that does ads, that have their ads promoted on their platform, and they was making buku money like that. But if you've been following YouTube recently, you got a lot of content providers out here that's not making family friendly oriented content. All right. The Tasha K, a lot of people are not mentioning this, but the Tasha K Cardi B situation, that really put YouTube in a bad light, particularly with a lot of corporations that were probably going to have their ads play on YouTube. But then when they saw Cardi B took Tasha K to court, in essence, a lot of people thought that Cardi B was taking YouTube to court. And that really hurt YouTube publicly. And a lot of corporations who was possibly going to do some business with YouTube, they're not going to do it because of that situation. The Alex Jones, even though Alex Jones has been removed from YouTube, and it's been many moons since Alex Jones had a channel on YouTube, and he was found guilty on his conspiracies and how it affect the families of the families who lost mothers, fathers, and even children. And he's got a big lawsuit that he lost. Still, people associate Alex Jones to social media, and people perceive social media as YouTube. Well, that hurts YouTube, even though Alex Jones doesn't have a channel on YouTube. EDP 445 hurted YouTube, even though YouTube did the right thing and deleted his channel. And when he tried to create other channels, they delete those channels as well. Tommy Sotomayor was a popular YouTuber, all right, who made content about Black women, all right. When he got way too much criticism, they removed him off of YouTube. But still, the damage is done. A lot of these corporations are looking at these examples and going like, "Oh, wait a minute. Why are we going to risk our brand, our good name in YouTube, having ads on YouTube, and YouTube got these small fires that we can be burnt up in, and our consumers are going to say, wait a minute, y'all doing business with YouTube? You do know YouTube have your commercials playing alongside white supremacy, or all this type of negativity that a lot of content providers utilize and flourish in and thrive in on YouTube. Okay. So YouTube is got a new policy in place, and they're enforcing it. And they want a lot of content out there to be family friendly. They don't want a bunch of cussing in it. They don't want any potty mouth type of content, and they don't even want content they perceive not kid or family friendly, and that's why they came out with this new policy. And I talked about it, and I explained to you guys it's going to hurt a lot of channels. I even mentioned this on my podcast. I'm Chris Don One Podcast, which is on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your podcast indulgement from. I even mentioned that on my podcast as well. It is not looking good for content providers on YouTube. A lot of content providers, sometimes will just dance around the line, but still keep their videos monetized. Now with this new policy in place, if you even get close to the line, they're automatically demonetizing your videos, and your channel is not going to be recommended in the YouTube algorithm. It's going to hurt you. All right. So yeah, that's all I got today. I really do appreciate everyone that came in. I really do appreciate everyone that hit the like button, share this content with your friends, family, and followers. I'll see you on the flip side of things. If anything breaks, of course, I'm going to relay it to you guys this week. I'm going to have a video on my other channel on YouTube, Just My Opinion Podcast. We're going to escape the norm over there. I'm no longer talking about Skip and Shannon. We're going to be talking about other topics in sports and get back to normal and get back to the flow of things. But it's your boy, the host with the most. I do not brag or boast, and I'm coming to you guys live from coast to coast. It's your boy. I'm out here. Another episode is wrapped on too early for this podcast. I'm up out of here.